Arsenal FC in search of Phil Foden, the attack that could change the game. Arsenal FC, one of the most traditional clubs in English football, is in negotiations to sign Phil Foden, the talented forward from Manchester City. Arsenal's interest in the young player has been ongoing for some time, and speculation has increased in recent weeks as the London club seeks to strengthen its attack for the upcoming season. Phil Foden, at just 23 years old, is considered one of the jewels of English football. Since debuting for Manchester City in 2017, he has shown impressive performance, helping his team win important titles in the Premier League and the Champions League. His technical skill, vision of the game, and finishing ability make him one of the most promising players of his generation. Arsenal, which is undergoing a restructuring under the leadership of manager Mikel Arteta, sees Foden as a key piece to strengthen its attack. The team, which has struggled to remain competitive in recent seasons, believes that adding a player with Foden's quality could be the boost needed to return to the top of English football. Sources close to the club have revealed that Arsenal has already initiated talks with Foden's representatives, as well as maintaining an open dialogue with Manchester City's management. The goal is to find an understanding that benefits both parties. Considering that City is not willing to easily release one of its key talents, in addition to his performances at Manchester City, Foden has also been a constant presence in the England national team, where he has excelled in international competitions. His experience in high-level matches could be a valuable asset for Arsenal, which seeks to regain its prominent position in European football. Arsenal is not alone in its pursuit of Foden. Other European clubs, including giants like Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain, are also monitoring the player's situation. This could complicate negotiations, as City may choose to auction Foden to the club that presents the best offer. Arsenal fans are eager for news regarding the potential signing of Foden. Social media has been flooded with messages of support and anticipation, with many believing that his arrival could be a turning point for the team. The passion of the supporters is a factor that might influence the player's decision, who may see Arsenal as an opportunity to shine in a new setting. But Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has been a strong advocate for signing Foden. Arteta, who was also a player for Arsenal, understands the pressure and expectations that come with wearing the club's jersey. He believes Foden would fit perfectly into the style of play he wants to implement and could be a fundamental piece in building a competitive team. Financial considerations also play a crucial role in the negotiations. Arsenal will need to find ways to finance the transfer, especially considering the economic impact the pandemic has had on many clubs. Selling players who no longer fit into the team's plans may be a strategy to free up funds. If the transfer materializes, Foden's impact at Arsenal could be immediate. His ability to create plays, in addition to scoring goals, could transform the dynamics of the attack, providing more options for Arteta. This may also relieve pressure on other attackers in the team, allowing them to play with more freedom. Arsenal has always had a rich history of promoting and developing young talents. Players like Thierry Henry, Cesc Fabregas, and more recently, Bukayo Saka and Emile Smith-Rowe are examples of how the club invests in promising youth. Signing Foden aligns with this philosophy and could further solidify Arsenal's commitment to player development. However, Foden's signing is not without challenges. The pressure to quickly adapt to Premier League football and the expectations of a club like Arsenal can be intense. Nevertheless, Foden's experience in a competitive environment at Manchester City may help him make this transition more smoothly. While Arsenal tries to secure Foden's signing, Manchester City is also considering its future. The team is in a phase of renewal and may choose to invest in new talents if Foden leaves the club. This dynamic could create an interesting scenario for the transfer market. Foden's agents play a crucial role in the negotiations. They are working to ensure that the player has the best possible options, taking into account not just financial issues but also the environment in which he can thrive. The choice of agent could influence the final outcome of the transfer. Media coverage of the potential transfer of Foden has been intense. Sports newspapers are filled with speculation and analysis regarding the situation, which may increase pressure on all parties involved. Public opinion can significantly impact the decisions of both clubs and the player. If Foden joins Arsenal, expectations for the next season will certainly be high. Fans hope that the team will be competitive on all fronts, including the Premier League and European competitions. The presence of a player like Foden could be what Arsenal needs to return to fighting for titles. If the transfer does not materialize, Arsenal may need to consider alternatives. There are other players in the market who could fill the gap that Foden would leave. However, finding a substitute with the same level of talent and potential could be a challenge. Arsenal's management plays a fundamental role in the negotiations. They need to balance the expectations of the fans with the financial reality of the club. Furthermore, the ability to attract high-level players like Foden may depend on the vision and strategy that management has for the club's future. The potential transfer of Foden could also affect the rivalry between Arsenal and Manchester City, one of the biggest classics in English football. The rivalry between these two clubs is intense, and the departure of an important player from City could create a new chapter in this competition. Foden's experience in a club that has been dominant in the Premier League could bring a new perspective to Arsenal. He could share knowledge and practices learned under Pep Guardiola's guidance, contributing to the development of his new teammates. The influence of fans cannot be underestimated. The passion and support from Arsenal's fans could be a decisive factor for Foden when considering his future team. If the supporters show enthusiasm and welcome, it could make a difference in the player's decision. Arsenal FC's pursuit of Phil Foden represents an exciting opportunity for both sides. If the transfer materializes, it could mark a milestone in the club's trajectory and in the player's career. As negotiations continue, football fans around the world will be watching closely as this story unfolds, which could have a lasting impact on the landscape of English football.